little story. And Uncle Steve called me. Several hours later, I get to my apartment in Reno. I'm like, Uncle Steve, I'm here. I'm here. And that's how Uncle Steve was, his long-winded. I realized that I was a native St. David, like many acquaintances were, and he was really concerned, and I really thank him for that because he talked me all the way up there. It's a big, huge move for me, and he just wanted to make sure that I was okay. We coached several years together, and he's the one that got me into coaching. Spent probably every day with him for many years. Every single day for many years. And I really cherish those times that I had with him. From our coaching experience, he was no longer Uncle Steve, he was Coach to me. I don't think I've called him Uncle Steve for probably 20 years. He called me Coach, and I called him Coach. And that's the way it was. We would get from several years, we coached many sports. We'll go from football, and then we'll help my Uncle Robert. There's a couple years we helped my Uncle Robert coach boxing. And it was an Olympic year, so my Uncle Robert was always gone to Colorado Springs or somewhere like that. So we'll take care of my Uncle Robert's boxing gym. And several times we took his boxing club to the regionals in LA. And this particular time, I think Uncle Robert asked Uncle Steve if we could help assist in the armed forces. I think it was an armed forces boxing tournament down here. I think it was at NTC. And Uncle Steve mentioned Uncle Robert mentioned to Coach that they might need an announcer. So I think it was Uncle Robert that mentioned to him they might need an announcer. We had our press stuff, and we were all proud to be involved in it. Uncle Steve got a haircut. I came over. I caught him practicing on the cue cards. In this corner! And 120 pounds! He was practicing his whole get-up at that time. It was a hard time, as many black families had back then. So he had his, I think it was navy blue jacket and his black pants, fresh haircut. Got a fresh foot treatment. And we were off. We got there, and I noticed it was a big event. I think this Armed Forces tournament was a prelude to the Olympic trials for the Armed Forces. So ESPN was there. We were shocked. ESPN was there, and I think they were covering it live or simulcast or what have you. And as we went in there, we had been helping all week, so many of them knew us already. I noticed there was a bunch of guys in tuxedos, and they were people that we were familiar with the boxing brand. I don't know if it was Jenny Linden or somebody, but Uncle Steve didn't notice at the time. So I kind of figured that Uncle Steve wasn't going to be the announcer. But I didn't let on at the time. I kind of, in fact, egged it on. When this guy in this tuxedo in the ring, I tapped Uncle Steve, it's your time to enter the ring. If you got, everybody knows Uncle Steve, we play jokes on each other like that. So Uncle Steve was about to get in the ring when he found out that wasn't him that was going to be the announcer that evening. So we looked back, and of course I'm on the floor. As I was, when I found out the news, and I was contemplating it, you know, as we drive, we think of our loved ones. As we, you know, go through work, think of our loved ones. You know, I start crying off and on, thinking about Uncle Stevie. And that's the first story I went to, where I was in the middle of a cry and I just started laughing. I thank you guys for allowing me to share that story. One of the things, I have family members also in Reno, but one of the things I really, really miss from San Diego is the parties that we had around sporting events. In closing. And I told Coach that many, many times, because Coach was one of the ones that started that. We would go over to Coach's house and have dinner, everybody bring dinner, and talk and gather around about the sporting events. And no matter who, Coach would be with the guy that you're with. But no matter what the circumstance, you know, he would go with the other guy just to cause a debate. And that's how he was, not only with sports, but that's how he was in politics and any discussion. You know, he doesn't want to agree with you fully. He wants to look on the other side and debate with you about that. So those are the things that really, as I think about, and those are the things that really, those stories keep me going. So thank you very much.